Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Immortal Hulk issue number 43. Fantastic comic book. Not a whole lot even happens in here, and it's such a callback to Peter David, not just because the UFOs are in here, but because it really felt like a Peter David book for a certain portion of this. I have to double check. Was there a guest writer? I don't know. Let's check out all that good stuff. So this issue is called We're the Good Guys. Al Ewing is the writer, Joe Bennett on pencils, Roy Jose and Bellarmino Bravo doing the inks, and Paul Mounts doing the colors. VC's Corey Petit on letters, and Alex Ross doing the covers. Bennett, Jose, and Mounts after Marie Severin. After Marie Severin, what? Okay, anyway, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. So when you start to get stupid with the credits, done, you lost me. So anyway, the UFOs in this, Gamma Force is in this, Gamma Flight. And they're like, this is the Peter David sequence where it's like, in case you don't remember who we are or you have no idea who we are, here's who we are. So they start talking to Henry Peter Gyrich, and they're just like, oh, I can do this and I can do this, and hey, do the thing where you do the thing. Oh, you mean the thing where I do the thing? Yeah, the thing. And it's like, whoa, awfully dangerously close to freaking Bendis speak there. You just watch your freaking horses there, huh? But it doesn't actually get there. It approaches, but it doesn't actually enter the Bendis zone. Love how you get to get the full introduction of who these characters are. And it's not even that big of a deal. Like somebody like me who already knows these characters, it's not like I'm reading this and going, oh, yeah, okay, I know this. No, it was fun. It was a fun read. And again, I think that the main reason why it was such a fun read is because it felt so much like the Peter David books. I half expect Hulk to be completely evaporated and then just grow back and say, wait, just give me a second. Okay, that's better. What? This was fantastic, man. One of my favorite parts in here has to, however, be the Joe Fixit stuff. Like, he's clearly looks like a human, yet he doesn't identify as a human because, he's not, even if he's in a human's body, or kind of. He talks about the difference between him and Banner. I love how Ewing thinks that Fixit is both the closest to Banner and the furthest from Banner. I absolutely love that juxtaposition of identity there. Clearly, he's the closest because he's the most human of them, but he's like the exact polar opposite. In fact, Banner has to ignore the fact that this guy exists in order for him to do these things, because he used to be the Gray Hulk. Joe Fixit is the personality of the former Gray Hulk. Mind you, that is to say, the original Hulk, right? So even though that wasn't the original idea that Kirby and Lee had, still, through retcon, through Peter David, this is the original Hulk. Holy crap. Really, really dig on that. When you think about what that means, right? The Hulk was originally based on Frankenstein and Solomon Grundy. You know what I'm saying? The Hulk was based on all these old school characters through mythology or comic book mythology. And this is they were the exact polar opposites of each other. So finding that it's not until the end of the story that we get to learn more about who Joe Fixit is, it's actually kind of coming back to the beginning in some ways. Don't know if that's something that Ewing planned on doing. Maybe this is just something me bringing out my butt. I don't know. But nonetheless, really interesting. Seeing Fixit go and tackle somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like he has to get the money, and this is how he gets the money. He looks for the perfect. He doesn't just walk around and start picking any old wallet and hoping for whatever. No, he actually finds the right person, and he'll wait the whole day, walking around. Oh, there's the perfect mark, and just snag his wallet. Talks about, using the credit card. There's the big score, but you only have a couple of moments to do this. And look at what he says when he's talking to the one girl, the cashier at the diamond, the watch store, right? The jeweler store where he's picking up the two watches and whatnot. Like, that's perfect. That is freaking perfect right there. As he goes in, it's like if somebody comes in, what? No, it's just a sleazy guy. It wasn't Bruce Banner. That's not something that Bruce Banner would do. Bruce Banner's a public figure and whatnot. So you just put a mustache and some sideburns on the guy, and all of a sudden, that's not Bruce Banner anymore, right? Way cooler than putting on a pair of glasses and suddenly you're a different person. I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything. Just what I said. That's it. I love the way that this was explained, that the whole situation worked out. Then he goes to the pawn dealer, right? He knows when to back off. Like, he's not just this guy who's just, yeah, I'm going to run this place. I'm going to tell you what, because I half expected at one point when he got the counter offer to say, nah, 26,000. You know, I really expect him to say something like that. Instead, he turns around and he knows when to back off. This is the perfect sleazy son of a gun. This is that guy who just, he always manages to shift through the cracks, right? He finds the perfect freaking lawyer, that Better Call Saul guy who finds the technicality that gets the dude out of prison. What is this comic book, bro? We don't deserve this comic book. And it's proof, it's evidenced by the fact that this is going to end pretty soon, right? By issue 50. God, no. Why? Why? What do you need from me? Because I'll do it. You want my soul? Just take it. I think that all of us, I think that most of us would be happily just be like, what the hell am I going to do with my soul anyway? Be like a Bart Simpson episode from The Simpsons, right? It's like, I need my soul anyway. Oh no, Millhouse. That's a good episode. I'm just saying. I love this, man. Oh my God, so much about this was great. I would have to say that the least believable part about this comic book would have actually had to been that they expected everybody, every one of us here to know who Mr. Gray was, Mr. Christian Gray. I had to look that one up. All the other things that happened in this comic book, and I'm just like, I know that reference, I know that reference, I know that reference. Ooh, this is something from science. I know that. And I'm just like, okay, boom, 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 boom. I know all of this stuff, right? But that one thing I had to look up. Turns out Mr. Christian Gray is apparently from 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah. So the sleazy freaking pawn shop owner and the sleazy freaking Mr. Fix-It, they both knew. They both watched 50 Shades of Grey, and I think there were like two sequels or something like that. A sequel and a threequel, they call it nowadays. Yeah, I think that's the least believable part, that grown-ass men were watching that show. Look, if you watch a show, I'm not here to judge you. Judging you real freaking hard right now. Like super, like beady eye judging you down. Do you feel the weight of my judgment upon your shoulders? Oh my God. Like I said, I'm not judging you or anything, but yes, I am. Like, oh my God, are you serious? These two guys were watching this. Come on, man. Like, oh, they were watching for the naked chicks. Psh, you know, Pornhub is free, right? I'm just putting that out there, right? That's all. I mean, yeah. So, like, no, that was very, very unbelievable. That was a very British thing to say. There are no British versions of the Hulk. All right, I don't care, Al Ewing, whatever he's doing. No, 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 no. That was wrong. That was wrong. Nobody has watched that. That's messed up. I should probably go watch this, shouldn't I? Is what it is. Guys, this was a freaking amazing book. And of course, when you get to the end, it's like, oh yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Also, really good play on the Joe Fixit character yet again, because he's no hero, right? Well, stop. He ain't no DJ. Some of you guys know that song. Talk to y'all later. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Like the video on your way out. Class dismissed.